A massive survey reveals U.S. has the least trusted media in the world. Shabbat Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. I want to give blessings to all you brethren pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. To the 144,000, the House of David, all of the hopeful elect, Shalom. It's the brother Dama Agabar here from GMS Los Angeles with another lesson, Lord willing to edify, feed the lambs and sheep of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom. And as I was, going about looking up articles, I came across this article right here, which shows you that this man, Esau Edom, that ultimately, his grip on the world is totally being unraveled as we speak, and as this article states, he has the least trusted media on the whole planet Earth, man, which has which it should have always been this way. All right, because ultimately, when you look at NBC, Fox News, CBS News, all of these news outlets that's mentioned on this article right here, is all owned by the elites. It's all owned by Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the damn devil, man. And he is the biggest liar, on the face of the earth, man. And his media has always been a tool used to deceive and to mislead and to lead you people down a path of error. All right. This media and this man should have never been trusted from day one. Going all the way back into the garden, this man shouldn't have been trusted. All right. Hey, but just now in these last days, as the Lord is revealing the Holy Spirit unto the prophets and his servants, and we're out prophesying against this man, this is becoming more and more of the norm. All right. That man of sin is finally being revealed, man. Who is Esau Edom, the so-called white man? So, I would like to start with that precept before I get into this article. All right. Because, hey, this man is not to be trusted, man. This is why, we always say that the so-called white man is the devil, which the word devil means a deceiver, a liar, which that's who he is. That's what he was created to be. And that's what he has been doing this whole time he has been on rulership in the earth. But just for for a couple centuries, the Lord has allowed him the ability to deceive everybody. He allowed this devil to cast a covering and blind the eyes of all the people. And ever since these elites have taken control over the mainstream media, you've been being fed nothing but lies and propaganda and deception and being led down a path of error, right? So let me start here. 2 Thessalonians 2:7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. You see, because for the longest of times, this devil, his media, how he's been working behind the scenes, how he's been controlling, all of your media, your politicians, the whole school, the educational system, the financial systems, the religious system, all of it has been a mystery of a mystery of iniquity for the longest, being passed as light and righteousness and truth. But really the whole time it was the exact opposite. It was lies. It was witchcraft. It was sorcery. It was ultimately iniquity, which is sin, man. All right. Being force fed down these people's throat, to believe that it was true information, that it was righteous. It says, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And who was letting him do this? The Most High did. The Lord has been letting this damn devil run amok and deceive the whole world for centuries up until this point, because now it's time for him to be taken out of the way. It's time for the man of sin to be revealed, who was Esau Edom, the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. You see? So who's the wicked? Esau Edom, man. The ones that's in control over all of your mass news media, man, is being controlled by the wicked, these elites. All those different stations, man, Fox News, NBC, CNN, all right? They're all ran and controlled by the wicked, man. You see? It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And who is that? The prophets, the men of the Lord. How we're, casting this man and putting him on blast and shining the light on his wickedness and his deeds through through prophecy and through the words that are written in the Holy Bible, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. See, because we've been out there for the longest, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, telling you that this man was the wicked, that his all of his systems of control are wicked. all of his institutions of, higher learning, the news media, his financial systems, the church, all of it was nothing but a bunch of damn iniquity and wickedness, man, being posed as righteousness, man. Being painted as godly and righteous and the truth, you know. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which when Yahweh Shai returns, is going to destroy this devil and everything that he has built. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, you see, with all powers and signs and lying wonders, all right? And I want to get this word for lying. Because everything that this man is offering you people and putting at the forefront of, information is ultimately lies, man. All right. And the word is pseudos. It says, look, the first definition, a lie. And this is how this man has been operating ever since he's been in power, ever since these global elite, the Illuminati has been, in the driver's seat of, and having this world and having world global control over the earth, has been operating under pseudos, which is what? A lie. It says conscious and intentional falsehood. You see? And there's plenty of quotes of these devils, of these elites telling you people that basically, that their whole plan is to keep people in the dark, to keep you people deceived, and to pose it as information and as, wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man. These guys have been consciously and intentionally lying to you people this whole damn time, man. And now finally the Lord is revealing it. It says, in a broad sense, whatever is not what it seems to be. And that's what it is. That's what America is, man. Everything that America shows itself to be is not what it seems to be. It's the exact opposite. It's an illusion. It's witchcraft, man. All right. It says, of perverse, impious, deceitful precepts. You see, a falsehood, a lie. And that's how this devil has been, ruling over all of you people here around the world, man. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. You see, and a lot of our people are going to fall under that condemnation because they still refuse to, to wake up to the fact that this man has been lying to them this whole damn time. And everything that he gives you and offers you ultimately is going to lead you down the path to your own destruction. All right. It says the recently concluded 2022 digital news report highlighted the U.S. as having the least trusted media in the world. You see, especially now in this climate, how these elites, they're bringing in their new world order. So they're, that's why they're coming up with all of these fact checkers. And, that's why they're shutting down a lot of the videos on YouTube. A lot of this information that's coming out that's ultimately revealing their all of their pseudos, their lies, their intentional, conscious deception, man. People are coming with the true facts that the media is giving you the false facts, man. And now they're setting up all of these fact checkers and all of their hired goons to take anything off of the internet that exposes their lies, that's bringing the true light and giving people the real game of what these elites are really trying to do. You see, we're showing you that this man is losing. He's losing the information war. And that's why nobody trusts this damn devil anymore. We know we're going to have 2/3 of our simple ass people and these dumbass average peon Americans trust him. But, you got a lot of people out here who are waking up to the bullshit. All right. That spell is being slowly broken off of the people, and the truth is being magnified. It says the report found that 29% of respondents avoid the news because it cannot be trusted. Because now people are in the spirit of doing their own research. The very few people doing their own research, going to Odyssey, going to the alternative news sites to where they know they're going to get the real information, And guess what? And people are tuning in into the men of the Lord and to the prophets, man, because we're the ones that's ultimately telling 100% truth, man, as far as, prophecy, as far as the scriptures say, man. So when we come out here and tell you that the so-called white man, the biblical Edomites are the wicked and the devil that the Bible speaks of, that's 100% fact news that you can trust, because it's coming from the purest source on the planet, which is the scriptures, man. All right. It says, and when you combine that with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it's plain to see. It says the U.S. also spiraled further down by 3% and remained at the bottom place with only 26%. It says it says interest remained high during the Trump years, but seems to have declined significantly since Joe Biden became president. And every time that nigga Joe Biden gets on TV, he's lying right out of his old wrinkled crypt keeper looking ass, man. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. Believe you me, all right? Because that's how this whole system has been set up, man. That's why whenever he comes up there, he talks in that low tone. He talks in this convincing, humble voice and crouching and humbling. But really, it's the exact opposite of whatever he's saying, man. All right? Remember, this man is the devil that we're speaking of, man. And this whole system is backed by that wicked vibration and spirit. So you can't trust anything that they tell you on TV, man. It says, today, less than half of our sample, 47%, say they are very or extremely interested in the news, compared with 67% in 2015. Rick Newman, senior research associate, wrote in the study overview. The study's 11th edition, conducted by the Reuters Institute for the Study of Journalism at the University of Oxford, is based on data from 6 continents and 46 markets. Only about 42% express trust in most news. It's also stated that trust in the news plummeted in almost half the countries and rose in just 7, partly reversing the gains made at the height of the you-know-what. The report, which aims to provide an understanding of how differently the news environment operates outside the U.S. and Europe, tapped a more global sample by including several other countries. In nations like the UK, Argentina, Brazil, and Spain, interest in news has been a downward trend for some time. Meanwhile, trust toward the news in Finland is at the highest level at 69%. While the majority remain very engaged, others are turning away from news media and in some cases disconnecting from news altogether. Interest in the news has fallen sharply across markets. Yeah, because now people are getting their information from Rumble. I think from Odyssey, from these other TikTok. These even Alex Jones, the band.news, and a lot of them are coming to the a lot of them are coming and watching the prophets, the men of the Lord, man, and getting their information from the true spiritual forecasters, which are the men of the Lord, the prophets, man. All right. And we've been telling you people for the longest that this man cannot be trusted, that this man is operating on a complete and utter wickedness, man. Because that's ultimately what Esau was set up to do after, starting from the Renaissance period, man. Let me go here real quick. This is Revelations 20:7. It says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, all right? And who is Satan? Esau, Edom. Just another title for this damn devil, man. All right? And Satan means adversary. Let's get that word in the Greek, all right? Because when you understand, after that 1,000-year period, after the fall of the Roman Empire, for 1,000 years, you had so-called Negroes, the Moors, rule Europe, man, until around the late 1300s up until this point, starting with the Renaissance period, when the so-called white man, starting with the Borgia family, came back into power. They've been ever since then, they've been deceiving and lying to the whole planet Earth, man. They've been lying, saying that they're the chosen people of the Most High, that the white that who you call God and Jesus are white people, the chosen people are white people. They've changed history, changed times and seasons, destroyed the true images of who the Lord, of who God and his son looks like. It's just been on a rampage of pseudos and false information, man. All right. And the word is Santanus. It says an adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act, the name given to, which is another name for Esau, Edom, man. And he's an adversary to all life and all truth and all righteousness, man. It says the prince of evil spirits, the invertebrate adversary of God and Hamashiach, which is Esau. You see, it says he incites apostasy from God and to sin. Look at this whole Pride Month is a prime example of he's inciting people from apostasy from the Most High to sin. And that's why these people are all caught up in doing whatever the hell they want to do, It says, look, circumventing men by his wiles. That's what this devil is doing. That's what the main part of this article, he's doing that by his news media, man, which is why it's not being trusted anymore, man. People ain't even, people aren't even trusting this man and his information anymore. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, look, Satan-like man, which is Esau, the so-called white man. All right, that's Satan, man. All right. It says, and when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. So going back into the Renaissance period, around the, late 1300s up until now, the so-called Edomites been on a rampage, man. They've been in rulership. It says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle. And that's about to happen right now. Gog and Magog represents Russia. And we see that Russia and what's going on with Russia and NATO and them amassing all of these troops, and they're bringing in new members into the NATO, so that they can ultimately come against and go to war with Russia. It says to gather them to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And who was doing that? Esau is doing that. All right. You don't have the spiritual demon Satan over there, gathering up all those troops, putting armies on Russia's border, causing this World War III to come to happen. It's the so-called white man, Esau, Satan, the adversary. It says, while the majority of people are tired of hearing the news. Let me see. Let me see. It says, while the majority of people across country still use the news regularly, many also limit their exposure to it, or at least to certain types of news, because now people are realizing that they're just getting fed a bunch of BS on the news, man. All right. And you should have figured that out a long time ago, and especially our people, man, because this devil has been lying and deceiving our people from Jump Street, man. He ain't never had your best interest at heart, man. And everything that he tells you, you should do the exact opposite of it, man. Or whatever he is telling you is the truth and facts, you better believe the opposite, man. Let me see. Anything else? It says, according to Newman, American respondents whose political views lean right are far more likely to avoid the news because they think it is untrustworthy or biased. And that's exactly what it is, man. It's untrustworthy and it's very biased, man. And it's always going to lean on the towards of, the left, man. It says those on the left do so because they are more likely to feel overwhelmed, carry feelings or powerlessness, or worry that the news might create arguments. It's not creating arguments. It's really just set up to deceive you, man. All right. Because that's what this man was ultimately set up to do. And all at the end of the day, it just shows you that Esau is losing his power. He's losing his grip he once had on the minds of the people. And now people are starting to wake up in these last days to his BS, man, and to his lies, and it's a very beautiful thing, man. Matter of fact, no, that's not what I want. Let me get this one first, and then I'll read that last one. Then I'm going to close it. It's not going to be a long lesson, but I just wanted to go into that, just show you, through the spirit that, hey, this devil Esau is on his way out, man. And nobody's buying his BS anymore, It says, this is Ephesians 4:14. It says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. And that's what this devil is doing, man. All right. He comes on the news. It seems real convincing. He got the man and the woman on there with the suit and the tie and the perfect hair. And they're coming out and giving you all this information, telling you should do this, you should do that, and listen to the experts and trust the science. They make it sound real convincing. But you got to know that you can't be children, man. Scriptures tell you that the simple believe it every word, man. That's why you got to do a lot of your own research, man. You got to fact check the fact checkers, man. Because whatever this devil was telling you is the truth. You got to know immediately off the rip it's a lie, man. And you should lean towards going in the opposite direction. And just to be sure to do your own research on the topic, man. Because you got a lot of people out here that are exposing this damn devil, man. Scriptures even tell you that in these last days that even his own tongue shall fall upon himself, man. So, just do a little bit of research, do a little digging into these particular issues, and you'll eventually find the truth, man. If you seek, you shall find, as the Lord said. Okay. So you don't want to be carried about with every wind of doctrine, and everything that this devil is selling is to carry you about, to leave you confused, man, to leave you with the wrong information so that you can make the wrong choices, but to make you believe that you're doing the right choices. Like I said in when I read that when I read 2 Thessalonians, those lying wonders, man. It's to make, everything that he does is to make it seem like it's something, but it's really not that, man. All right, let's go through this word for slight. Because this devil's pulling a fast one on every goddamn body. And if you're simple enough to fall for it, hey, then you'll be deceived by it, man. The word is kaibia, or kubia. It says, metaphorically, the deception of men. Because dice players sometimes cheated and defrauded their fellow players. And that's what Esau is doing, man. All of his information is a sleight of hand. You know? He's deceiving you. He's cheating you, all right? Let's get this in a different translation. It says, then we will no longer be immature like children. We won't be tossed and blown about by every wind of new teachings. We will not be influenced when people try to trick us with lies so clever they sound like the truth. And that's the MO of Esau, man. Going all the way back into the garden, man. Remember when he deceived Eve in the garden, man? He made it sound real good, man. He made it sound like it was, you know, he made it sound like disobedience and death was the end thing, man. And he's still that same devil operating under that same spirit, man. But, you know, hey, now we have, and the Lord has put us up on game. And the Lord has given us the game to go out and prophesy and to let our people know, you know, what time it is, man. And understand who you're really dealing with, man. This man is the ultimate damn devil, man. And if you ain't in the right mind and you ain't in the right spirit, guess what? You'll be deceived by this guy, man. And this is, get this last precept. Let me see. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Verse, I'm gonna hop around. It says, verse 12, verse 10 says, never trust thine enemies. You see, and that's another thing. Never trust your enemy, man. And Esau has been our enemy ever since, you know, day one, man. So why the hell would you trust this guy? Why would you trust his information? Why would you trust, you know, him to tell you what's best for you when he's not even good to himself, when he's not even good to the planet? He's not even good to this earth that he's been putting stewardship over. So why the hell would you believe any information that he would tell you, man? All right. You should never trust this guy, man. It says, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. It says, and though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. You see? So just know for a surety, man, hey, this man is going to be the devil because that's what he is. He's going to lie to you. He's going to cheat you. He's going to steal from you, man. He's going to lead you astray. All right. And even if he comes humble and acting as if he's not going to do that anymore and say, no, this is the truth. Take good heed, man. Just know that at the end of the day, this devil is lying unto you, man. And he's looking to deceive you. You see? It says, for who will pity a charmer? I'm going to jump down to 13. It says, so who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent or any such as come nigh wild beasts? All right. And that's what it's going to be like. You're going to trust this devil. And then when he deceives you and leads you astray and you get caught in his trap, man, nobody's going to pity you. It's going to kind of be like, well, you got what you deserve because we told you to stay away from that damn serpent. We told you to stay away from that wild beast Esau. We told you don't trust his ass, man. But you disregarded the warning and you trusted him anyway. And then when he got your ass and lured you in the trap and they closed the cage on you and laughed in your face, hey, nobody's going to feel pity for you because we told you, Jakes, man. We told you that he's going to try to put that C. Ragma up in you. We told you that he's going to deceive you and lie to you and to accepting and joining yourself into this new world order, into this beast system. All right. And that once you do that, that's going to be your ass. You're going to be forever his slave, man. You see? It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart, meaning his mind, he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood, man. So that's why you got to take good heed of this man and know that, look, he doesn't have your best interests at heart, man. He is the ultimate adversary. He's the ultimate enemy. He's the ultimate, your diabolical enemy in this, story that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has created. And I'm talking mainly to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So, at the end of the day, don't trust this devil, man, because, hey, he's playing you all for a damn fool, man. And the closer we get to this thing, the more he's, he realizing that his tricks and his lies ain't working anymore. So he's just going to be left to just come down with great wrath, as Revelations 12:12 say. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Until the next one, shalom.